Well, the San Diego Pride Parade is almost 2 months away and the planning well underway. Talking to us about what we can expect now is Fernando Lopez, Executive Director of San Diego Pride. Hi, Fernando. Thanks so much for joining this morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. We are so excited. I can't believe it's only 2 months away now. And, you know, these parades, they originate at the Stonewall Uprising in New York City. I think people forget about that. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, thank you so much for mentioning that. I think folks do forget that pride parades and celebrations had their origins in 1969 when our community fought back against systemic police brutality and state-sanctioned violence. Really, when you look back at that time, our community, it was illegal to be gay, it was illegal to wear clothing that was different from your gender. And so that really sort of echoes what's happening right now in our community, where we're looking at over 700 pieces of anti-LGBTQ legislation hitting all across the country. And so in 1969, when our community fought back against those police for 3 days, in 1970, we decided to honor that and celebrate that by marching in the streets every single year. And that's why we have these pride parades and festivals, is to really claim that power of community coming together and fighting for equality for our community.
And Fernando, talk to us about this year's theme. I saw that it's called Strive, how you chose it, and really tell us about what it stands for.
So our theme this year is Thrive, not far off. And really what that's about is our community is under attack, and we understand that. And so we wanted to make sure that we were highlighting and emphasizing the ways that our community takes care of ourselves, the way that we pause to reflect about how we build power and capacity. And when you have these political attacks coming up against us all over the country and all over the world, really, it becomes hard to focus on the good stuff in our community. So we wanted to make sure that we were really focusing on the way that our community has strength and power and takes care of one another.
You know, and we do have a big drag community here in San Diego, and it is growing. And the community is leading the parade this year. When we talked about that yesterday, why is that so important?
Thank you so much. So, again, some of these anti-LGBT pieces of legislation are really targeting the drag community. And so when you've seen even these white supremacist groups and neo-Nazis targeting drag community events, drag queen story hours, all right here in San Diego and all across the country, we wanted to, again, emphasize the importance of the drag community to the broader LGBTQ movement. Drag queens are so often the folks who help us mourn when something terrible happens. They help us celebrate. They help us raise funds for our community, whether it was through HIV or marriage equality. They're really sort of the pillars of our community. So this year, while our drag community might be under attack from some extremists all over the country, we're going to make sure that we celebrate them and our drag community leading off the parade this year.
All right, well, Fernando Lopez, Executive Director of San Diego Pride, thank you so much for joining us and taking time to chat with us this morning. I know for more information, folks can visit sdpride.org to get details on the events happening this year.
Thank you so much. We'll see you at Pride.
All right,
Fernando,
thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.